Well, here's the lake. So what am I doing? I'm sitting out here in the middle of this scrub grass and all this crap by this lake. And I just got back from West Virginia. Okay? And I was showing a couple videos, a couple people at the gas station there. And they said, boy, I wished I could do that. I wished I had the money where I could go do that. And that's very true. There are some people, some of us that just ain't got all the money in the world. And that's kind of what the message is. Just because you don't have the extra money or don't got the extra money where you can go do a whole lot of things, don't mean that you can't do things. Okay? I'll just give you a quick rundown. I am not a rich man. I'm just retired now. I just live off Social Security. When I did work, I made between $50,000 and $60,000 a year. I was a maintenance man. They paid me pretty decent. But when I was in my 50s, I got thinking, one of these days I'm going to have to retire. I'm going to retire. I want to retire. And so what do I need as far as toys goes to keep me occupied while I retire? So I started buying my toys. My razor, my foilers, and my motorcycles and stuff. And it turned out well. Because I knew once I retired, I wasn't going to have shit. Okay? So anyway, it worked out well for me, and I don't have a lot of ambition. I probably should have took life more serious and made more money and all this kind of stuff, but maybe that's the reason why my health is still good, because I didn't. But anyway, the point is, okay, the people at the gas station said they would like to go on a trip like that, but they just couldn't afford it. Well, if you look around at what you got, you could find your own little adventures, okay? And you can enjoy it just as much as if you had to spend a couple of $1,000 going on a vacation or going on a trip, okay? Uh, it don't take a whole lot of money to enjoy yourself. It don't take a whole lot of money to find your peace and your quiet. It don't take a whole lot of money to get out and be with nature. You can do that, and I've done this before. I've stopped the truck in the middle of a crossroad or just somewhere alongside of a country road somewhere there, and get out of the truck there, lock it, and walk down the road for a quarter of a mile, okay? Just enjoying being outside. And this is the middle of Cornfield County, right? So I'm walking along cornfields, bean fields, and all you got's weeds along the side of the road, but it didn't make any difference. That was my adventure. And that's what I'm saying. And there's so much out there that you can see, and so much out there that you can do, okay, that doesn't cost a whole lot of money. And then just take a little bit of money, just a tiny bit, $5, $10, if you can afford it, and put it aside and leave it alone, okay? And do this for, depending on what your income level is, it might take you 2 years, okay? But have a goal. Say, well, in 2 years from today, I'm going to go to Gatlinburg, or 2 years from today, I'm going to go to West Virginia, or 2 years from today, I'm going to go to Utah, okay? And just plan for it. Save your money, and it's hard to do. Boy, God, I know it's hard to do. But anyway, you gotta kind of plan for it and take your time. A lot of us wasn't born with a lot of money. And a lot of us just don't have the good paying jobs. Why? Because we either don't have the education, don't have the skill, or we just don't have the ambition, okay? And the thing of it is, I hate to say this, but a lot of people will think that I can't get ahead. The only reason you can't get ahead is because you don't push yourself. You don't make yourself get ahead, okay? You got to make yourself do it. I tell you what, when I was younger, just a kid starting out, didn't have nothing. I was working for the minimum wage jobs and all this kind of stuff. I was making, I think it was, 35 cents an hour or something, sacking grocery. But anyway, and I always go to these places and I'd apply for jobs. They said, well, we need somebody with some experience. And I thought, well, how are you going to get experience if nobody's going to hire you to give it to you? Well, it's a tough road. But we do have more trade schools. We do have more junior colleges and stuff like this, and here's the thing, if you have to go to a junior college or something like this, and you got to work your way through it for, we'll say, a year or 2 years, it's going to be tough, but you get 2 jobs, and that just depends on how much ambition you got, and you work your way through. I believe in trade schools and junior colleges because they can teach you a lot of good skills that can help you in the job market. Now, and I'm talking about the lower income people that don't have a whole lot, okay? And it's a struggle. If you come from a wealthier family, then they can send you through, and that's great. And there's nothing wrong with that. If there's somebody out there that can help you, that's great too. But I'm talking about, like I said, people that just don't have the financial backing, okay? But the ambition's got to be yours. You can have all the money in the world there and go out there and go to school and just dick around there and not come out there not knowing a damn thing and just go party. That's up to you. But you've got to have the ambition, and you've got to have the will to change things, okay? So anyway, but in the meantime, like I said, these little mini vacations, these little mini getting out in touch with nature, go along here and experience what you got. And I'm sitting out here, like I said, in the middle of these weeds and the sand, the rocks, all that stuff. I feel the wind coming off the lake. There's a couple motorboats over right here, and I sound like a tractor out there, probably combining beans or something. I don't know. It's just you got to get out and make your own adventures sometimes, and then save your money a little bit, and then figure out what adventure you want to really go on, and you can work toward that goal. And like I said, in the meantime, I've bought a little, I don't know, $20 backpack from Walmart there, throw me a couple of bottles of water in there and fix me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich there, and hike through the woods there and sit out there in the middle of the woods there and ate that peanut butter and jelly sandwich and drank that bottle of water and felt like I've never had a better meal in my life. So, it's you can get out there and enjoy things, and first of all, never sit out there and say, well, I can't. Well, you can if you want, okay? It's all up to you. There ain't no such thing as, I had a 5th grade teacher, and I'd go up to him and say, I can't, no, and he'd just grimace, and he'd say, oh, no, I don't like that word. Don't never say you can't. And I'm going, well, what the hell are you talking about? I told you I couldn't do it. And he said, no. He said, the reason why you can't is because you didn't try. And I thought about that. I thought, you know what? He's absolutely right. And it's like, I'm not saying you can do it, but it's like you might need help getting it done. But never say I can't unless you give it a good try. And that was the message. And I'm going, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. So there ain't nothing that you can't do if you want to do it hard enough. It's up to you. You got to get your head right. Got to make it your mind, and you always got to try to move in a positive forward direction, because there's enough negatives out there, but don't let the negatives get you down. Take them as is, and deal with it, and move on. I don't know. I just like I said, these people at the gas station said, well, we work at the gas station there and we don't make that much money, and boy, I wish we could do something like that. And I thought, you know what, you can. Fix you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, walk out there, drive out in the country there 2 miles where there ain't nobody, and walk down the country road. Sit alongside the road ditch there and eat that peanut butter sandwich. It'd be the best meal you ever had. So the adventures ain't about going to some, a long distance away or and it's all about how you're enjoying what you're doing. That's the adventure, okay? It ain't about, like I said, going a long distance and being around a big crowd. It's you enjoying what you're doing. That's the essence of an adventure. You've got to enjoy what you're doing. For you, it's a feeling that you get inside there and you're going, man, this is all right. You feel a good peace and quiet, and you feel a good calm. It's like, yeah, I like this. And there's adventures too where it gets your adrenaline up. Right down there in West Virginia, them trails. Yeah, it gets your adrenaline up. you got to be on your toes because, you know, you're running along a cliffside there that's, you know, might be 100, 200 feet drop, might be a 300-foot drop. You never know. So you got to be on your toes, and you get an adrenaline rush. So, but you know, you can do the same thing by going out there and, like I said, the peanut butter sandwich and the backpack. Okay, so it's all up to you. You can do the little mini adventures and save your money and save your time for the big adventure. Okay, and if you do the little, and my philosophy is if you can do the little adventures and enjoy them, it'll make the big adventure that much better. So I don't know. I just, I don't know. I just think about things sometimes. That's why I spend a lot of time alone. I don't know, it gives me a chance to think. But anyway, just get out there and enjoy yourself, enjoy what you got, and always work to make things better, okay? And you're the only one to do it. Because there ain't no handouts. It's like this one old boy used to tell me all the time, there ain't no free lunch. And that's true. It's going to cost you. So, hey, ride safe, ride free.